Dona's World show. Today's theme of the show is Serbian-American cooperation, relationship, ties, and friendship. Today, I'm gonna fly you on my virtual wings all the way to Palm Beach, to Melbourne in Florida, to San Antonio, Texas, to Chicago, and to Rhode Island. But let's start with my special guest who moved from United States to Serbia and stayed here. Let's meet him. Ladies and gentlemen, Raleigh Bruce. Raleigh, hi. Raleigh, I have to say to the viewers and of course to our audience, in Serbia, we cannot pronounce your name right. So I heard that they actually called you Rajko, Rale, Ratko.
Yes. I grew up and no one understood my name as a child. Raleigh was always a joke. People didn't know how to say it. So it's not a normal name in English either.
Okay, so now I feel better.
Yes, so don't worry.
Now I feel better, okay.
Yeah, I always wanted to be Dave or Steve or Tom or Bob. But now I'm actually happy I'm Raleigh because it's a special different name. But yes, in Serbia, I go by Rajko.
Rajko?
Yes.
I actually gave you a name Ratko or
Yes.
Rale. I don't know, like Raleigh, Rale, it sounds much better.
Yeah, problem is I know Raleigh is a Serbian nickname. I don't want to be confused with Raleigh.
Yes.
So Rajko is a different one.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, so let's go further back to when you were born. You were born at some small place in Illinois, right?
Yeah. In fact, I was born in Florida, but really doesn't count because I was there for a year and a half. So I don't remember anything. Yes, doesn't count. So my family moved back to the small town where they're from, which is Alton, Illinois, which is, for all the Serbs, yes, it's Illinois, but it's 5 hours away from Chicago. I never knew anything about Serbia and Alton, Illinois.
Far.
Yeah.
You know, when I was an au pair, I was an au pair in 1990 something. I actually spent one whole year in suburb. It's called Glen Ellen. Do you know where Glen Ellen is?
It's a Chicago suburb.
Yeah, so I was an au pair there. I was actually babysitting 3 children, and this is how I got to learn everything about America and American people, the way they live, the culture and everything. And I actually fell in love with America back then, right then and there. So, back to you. What was your childhood like?
Well, Alton, Illinois, there wasn't a lot to do. You know, small town, one school. Some summers, mostly it was just cleaning up my parents' house and the land around there. I did work 2 summers on a neighbor's farm, in fact.
Good, bravo.
So Belgrade to me feels like a big city. Yeah, I've always was always running in school, did well at school, had always played piano, sang as a kid. So yeah, pretty standard, but you know, it was a small town, so there wasn't a lot to do.
Yeah, yeah.
My family came from the closest big city, St. Louis, Missouri, which is an hour away. So, while most of my friends only knew Alton, Illinois, I would go with my family to St. Louis, the big city, and hang out with my cousins and family there. And that got me started from a young age, wanting to see something outside of Alton.
To show you the world.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so when was the first time you actually wanted to sing? When was that love born?
In reality, that wasn't until my last year of high school. Yes.
How so?
What
happened? You fell in love with somebody?
I was hanging out with the other small town away from ours, hanging out at a little party. And yes, there were some girls who said, "Oh, you have such a nice voice. Have you ever sang?" I'm like, "No, just play piano. Don't know anything about singing." So they invited me to some summer choir. I sang, but never that well.
What was your favorite song? Do you remember back then? Like, what was in?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Babe, I mean, I grew up listening to country, like my mom loved country music, but I was a little bit of a rebel. I had the mohawk and the studs and leather, and I was into punk rock, so I was listening to like the Ramones, the Clash,
the
Billy
Clash.
Idol, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yes.
You know, I actually did some crazy things when I was a teenager. I also did that, how do you call the
Mohawk.
Mohawk?
Yes,
See, I
Mohawk.
don't even know the name. Yeah, but I wanted to look like you see, yeah, you were right. Billy Idol was in back then, and he actually show up with that crazy hair, you know, crazy everything. Oh my God, those were the days I remember. So, and your first performance with a microphone?
That wasn't until almost 10 years later.
10 years later.
I went away to school. After I came back from school, I was working a boring office job. So it was a little more like kind of Superman. I had my glasses on, my serious suit and tie during the day, but I hung out with my punk rock kids and joined a band playing guitar and keyboards. And I think it was 24 was my first show.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember where?
In a small town. The singer had his family owned a farm, and we literally played our first show in a barn. There were cows
so
and horses outside, and we were in a barn. It was a beautiful, messy but beautiful.
So what was the feeling?
Oh, I loved
Did
it.
you know back then and there that one day you will actually go around the world, you know, with your little guitar and you will be here in my show, Dona's World Show?
No, I didn't think about that. I was just having a good time. I was young enough to not think too much about that. I just knew it was better than my day job. My day job was dull.
Yeah, I can only imagine, yes. All right, so let's go back now to Serbia. I read somewhere when I was reading about you that somebody actually, you were traveling somewhere around in Europe or somewhere, and then somebody said to you to not go to Serbia, something like that.
That's true, yes.
Why they said that? And then he was like, that's why when I decided I have to go to Serbia. Because they said no.
Yeah, I mean, in the United States, I got used to people talking about the 1990s and the tragedy here. So, but this was unusual because I had been teaching English in Czech Republic, Czechia, and Slovakia. So I was surprised to hear people closer also telling me that. So after I had finished teaching in Slovakia, I was in Prague and Bratislava, I decided to travel around Europe. And even in Slovakia and Czechia, they were saying, oh, don't go there. And I'm like, but there's just Hungary and then Serbia. It's not that far away. Why not?
Yeah.
I said, sounds like fun. I need a challenge.
Sounds like fun.
So yeah, came down through Hungary, came here, and it was supposed to be just 3 days in Belgrade. It became 3 weeks.
Wow. From 3 days to 3 weeks. So what happened that made you stay 3 weeks instead of 3 days?
Well, I fell in with a couple of people who I'd actually met in Croatia. We came up through Bosnia, and then in Bosnia I met a couple Serbs traveling there. We stayed in Belgrade, I stayed with them, and then they had friends in Niš, and then they sent me to people in Užice. And in those 3 weeks, I just kept having hospitality, kind people who had no problem with me being from the United States. I said, yeah, I have someone who could host you in Užice, someone who could host you in Niš, went to Novi Sad, yeah, and other small little towns. It's fantastic.
And you decided to, you actually went back again to America, and then when did you decide to come back?
A long detour. I took a job teaching English in Costa Rica. My second language is Spanish. Yo hablo también el español.
Habla español, muy bien.
Pues por eso.
I know a few words. I can speak Spanish.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
No te preocupe nada. No te preocupe.
Estamos
Something
aquí
like that.
con nuestro café. So yeah, I took a job teaching English in Costa Rica. Met a guy who we started a hostel, so I was running a backpackers hostel in Costa Rica for 2 years. But Serbia always stayed in the back of my mind. I came here after 2 years, attempted to open up a hostel in Serbia. That did not work, but then a year after that, I came back, got a job at a school teaching English. And so I'd been teaching for a while, started getting a band together, started blogging and writing about what it's like living here. And it was basically teaching during the week, and then on the weekends I hosted tour groups through my website, which were pub crawls through Belgrade, but also food festivals like Kobasicijada, Slanenijada. I was taking,
I like the way you say it. Kobasicijada. It's good. It's perfect.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was happy hosting groups of foreigners, taking them to these small towns and getting to experience that, because I'm from a small town myself.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere I felt from places like Belo Blato, yes, Vranje, yes, I had that same kind of feeling like the small town I'm from.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh. All right. So, what, like, if I would ask you, what was or what is your dream? Like, you don't have the American dream, like most of the American and people who want to arrive to America, they're like dreaming of coming to the country and achieve American dream. Like, I have American dream. What's your dream?
Well, my dream was to basically work on my own. I said I had my office day job in the United States, and that felt I was going nowhere. But here, I said I've hosted people through my tour website. I basically teach English on my own. I don't have a manager or anyone telling me what to do. All my work that I do, be it tourism, writing, teaching, music, is me. So I have the freedom that I want.
Yes.
Yes.
Freedom, I like the word actually, so I know how it looks like when you actually work for somebody and then you want to work for yourself. It gives you a special kind of, as you already said, freedom. But when you were working for somebody else, what was that feeling? Like you couldn't breathe, like you...
Yeah, I was bored, just bored.
It was...
Yeah.
And now, how do you feel when you can travel anywhere and work for yourself?
Every day is new.
Every day.
Every day is new.
Raleigh, so since we are talking, we have to listen to that guitar and, to listen to some songs. But I want to, since we were talking about dreams that can come true, if you allow me, I would like to show now to our viewers another dream that came true. It's about Mark Pillock, who, when he was a child, he was collecting small toy cars, and he was dreaming of one day having an actual car museum. Many years later, he actually became the proud owner of the Muscle Car Museum in Melbourne. Let's see that story. It's very interesting. Let's go to Melbourne. American Muscle Car Museum is located in Melbourne, Florida. This new 123,000 square complex houses the collection of Mark Pillock. Mark has been a car enthusiast for over 40 years and has amazed over 400 plus cars that range from classic 1950s to 1970s American muscle cars to modern sophisticated muscle like 2022 Ford GT. The 501's Dream Museum, located on 42 acres in Melbourne, includes 90,000 square vehicle display area, an 80,000 square showroom, and an adjacent 50,000 square maintenance and restoration facility for the collection. The private museum is located at 3,500 Cerner Road. It is not open to the public, but is open to host numerous non-profit fundraisers, car activities, and educational tours for assisted living communities and school-age children. The collection itself, in addition to the cars, has vintage balloon tire bicycles, auto-related neon signs, antique gas pumps, jukeboxes, pedal cars, vintage soda coolers, motorcycles, and more. The main features of the collection are more than 50 Indianapolis 500 pace cars and trucks, more than 50 Shelbys, over 50 Porsches, including 9 Porsche diesel tractors, 29 Yenkos, at least one car for every make and model every build, which makes it the most extensive Yenko car collection in the world. Over 80 first-place national show winners. Within the car collection, there are 160 plus cars with less than 100 original miles, 40 plus cars with between 100 to 99 original miles, and 30 plus cars with between 1,000 to 9,099 original miles. Muscle Car Museum. I wish I could afford one of those muscle cars. Oh my God, maybe one day, you never know. When I become rich and famous, Raleigh, right? What do you think about those cars? Which one is your favorite?
I think you're famous right now. But yeah.
Okay, all right, if you say so. So what do you think about the cars? Which one was your favorite?
The Fairlane. I mean, my old band, we were an old rockabilly punk band, and we liked that style. The greaseback hair, the leather jackets, the chains, like they used to dress in the 1950s. So we played a couple shows where you would see these Fairlanes, these old cars with the big fins in the back, streamlined. I like that look.
Interesting. Raleigh, let's go back to some singing. All right. What we gotta play? Give us something.
Do you want one of mine or do you want one y'all know?
Well, you pick. Pick a song.
All right, well, in Serbia there's lots of girls named Milica. So you can imagine after 6 years, I may have met a few of them. This one happened down in Taj Maidan Park. You know Taj Maidan. So that's how it goes. So we'll go through this. I don't have to play it all, but I'll play at least a couple verses. And all you have to do is sing Milica. Here we go. Watching the fountains change colors with the young lovers, sometimes after the sun sets. I'm in black Melissa, she don't get a match with her red high heels and blue sunflower dress. She said, when I met you, don't you bring me everything that I wanted? Marriage, happiness, and wealth. These months have passed, my beloved doctor, well, he warned me, hey, you ain't nothing but bad for my health. Ah, but it's alright. Feel my time, my Lisa. You know I'm my Lisa. Rest your head, my Lisa. It's what you said. Oh, Lord. All right. She calls me 3 a.m. in the morning, Lord, and she's moaning, baby, this ain't my kind of day. She says, I swear sometimes that DJ just has it out for you. He only plays some songs, Lord, that you just hate. Oh, so light me a cigarette, pour me a drink, sing me a song. Oh, trust me, I only got a little while. Here come 7 years when you got your life back together. I can't have you, well, I'll still have our child. Hey, but it's alright. Feel my time, my Lisa. You know I'm my Lisa. Rest your head, my Lisa. It's what you said. Hey! Oh, bitch, she screams. Wanna watch my feelings go and burn to the ground. Oh, live in the city that never laughed, that never smiled, only brings me down. Hey, you talk about blues. 1 month you're green, then you're red, cause inside all you ever felt was blue. Where do you run to when I said it wants you? I don't know, but I got myself this little balcony. Hey, it ain't got much of you, but it's above the city streets. Hey, come up, have a smoke here with me now. For a minute, don't you feel free? So help me out now. Feel my charm, my Lisa. Do you know I'm my Lisa? Rest your head, my Lisa. These words you said last time, help me now. Feel my charm, my Lisa. Do you know I'm what you said. All right. Mamalito. 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 Hvala lepo.
Okay, so the inspiration for that song was obviously Milica, right?
Yes.
She blonde, red hair.
Red hair.
Right? Oh,
Red hair.
so you love red hair.
Yes.
Okay,
Red
okay.
hair.
So how do you find inspiration for songs?
You know, one thing about old Serbian music, kafanska pesma, a lot of the classic kafanska pesma, Silvana Armilović, Tomas Draković, yes,
I can't believe
Predrag Živković. A lot of it comes from sitting in a kafana. You have your kafa, your šljivovica, your rakija, and you just kind of get that feeling, you know, from sitting in the kafana.
You're just coming like this.
Yes.
After one glass of rakia, the inspiration is coming just like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
the coffee helps you when you're in love, and then when the heart gets broken, then the rakia helps you when you're out of love.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Really, I always have rakia in my fridge.
You
know why. Yeah, I'm always heartbroken, so that's why I always have to have some rakia hidden. Well, you never know. Anyway, your favorite singers, favorite songs that you like to perform from other singers
All right.
over the years?
Well, being a country boy, I always loved the king of country, Johnny Cash, of course. Then we've got like Hank Williams, also him. And then let's say the Silvana Armilović of country, Dolly Parton. I know you like Jolene.
Oh, Jolene.
Yes.
Oh, can you sing Jolene? Oh,
Well, that's it. I'm not Dolly Parton.
Hey, I can be Dolly Parton.
Yeah. There we go. But yeah, those are that. But of course, as I said, being a punk guy, I like my Ramones, my Clash, Sex Pistols. I like a lot of old American Motown, Temptations, Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, all classic stuff. Yeah. So those are some of mine.
All right. Should we sing something old that everybody knows?
Yeah, let's give it a try.
All right. What do you have for
We'll
us?
go with the country one.
What's cooking?
You guys have to help. You know why this song is so popular in Serbia? I think it was Bajaga did a Serbian version of this song. Serbio, Serbio, Zara Majka, something like that. But don't worry, I'm going to sing the English. But you can join me with the Serbio part. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the seas, hey, younger than the mountains, shining through the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. My mama, take me home, the country road. All my memories gather round her, miner's daughter, a stranger to blue water, cotton dusted, painted on the sky. Hey, misty taste of rakia, a teardrop in my country roads. Take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. My mama, take me home, them country roads. I hear a voice in the morning as she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home's far away. Driving down the road, I get this feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, Armoluri. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. My mama, take me home. The country roads, one more time, yo shadow. Country roads, take me home to the place
I belong.
There we go. West Virginia, my mama, take me home. The country roads, take me home. Them country roads, take me home. Them country roads. Thank you.
I could do this the whole night, but now we have to move. What do you say if I fly you, or all of you, on my virtual wings again, all the way to Florida, this time to Palm Beach, to see how rich people live, you know, to see those houses and to take a sneak peek of the Trump's house. What do you think? All right, let's go to Palm Beach. Our reporter is waiting for us with that great interview and great video from Palm Beach. Hi, Paul.
This is Paul Filipovich coming to you live from Palm Beach Island for the Dona's World Show. I'm going to show you how the rich and famous live on this island, and hope you enjoyed the program. Paul Filipovich coming in from Worth Avenue, the richest street in the richest city in the United States. This is the shops that people go to here, Ferragamo. We'll take a walk down, shall we? Van Cleef and Arpels, jewelers. Valentino. Max Mara. These are all high-end designers. Zegna. Hamilton Jewelers, IWC. Jennifer Tatanelli. You know, if there's a lot of Italian names, they're very expensive. The street is really, in the summertime, is very quiet. Because the people that live here in the summer usually go back up north to New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, wherever they're from, but they only come here for the winter because of the weather. We got Gucci over here. You'll run into celebrities here like they're walking by. Sylvester Stallone lives here. Rod Stewart lives here. I mean, Michael Jordan has a house here. Tiger Woods. Anybody you can name has a house here. Howard Stern has a house here. The guy that owns Estee Lauder has a house here. This is like Rodeo Drive, but in Palm Beach instead. And let's go to the next block. It's only 2 blocks of shops, but they're all high-end. Palm Beach, the island of Palm Beach, has its own police department. It has its own zip code. And you can't just drive in this island and do whatever you want. They monitor you when you come across the bridge. David Yurman Jewelers, Brioni. Peter Millar. And what's in the luxury shops without Tiffany and Company? Let me sign off. I'll be back in a few seconds. Like again, I'm gonna go into one of these little coves behind the shops. And many people don't even know this exists, but this is really, really nice. What I need to do is find a very old, wealthy woman who has one foot in the grave and one on a banana peel and set myself up for life. Let's go into another of these coves behind. Check this out. This is so quaint, so quiet. You just come here, relax, read a book, look at your iPhone. Look how beautiful this is. So peaceful, so quiet. I don't know what these two guys were thinking, but he's got the right idea. I do better yabuku. There's a restaurant. I'm not going to go in there. So I'm going to go back and take you in some of the bigger houses that the billionaires live at. So I'm back again. This is behind the shops. This is where you want to just walk around, come back here in the shade, relax, just unwind. Nobody bothers you. You can do whatever you like. Just sit down. Very peaceful, very serene. Well, I don't know what this young man was up to, but he's getting the right idea, at least for his age. No worries. I do very to Yabuku. If you want to stop and have something to eat. I love coming down here. And let's go back to the street, and then I'll take you, next time I see you, maybe to some mansions on the ocean. On the island of Palm Beach, what you're looking at is the Breakers Hotel. This hotel is over 100 years old. 5-star hotel, the best hotel, one of the best in the entire world. And this is a private property. You cannot just drive in here. People like Michael Jordan, Melania Trump have all gotten married here. This place is spectacular. If you want to have brunch in this hotel, it'll cost you $275 per person. That's on Sunday mornings. Let's go to the next destination. Thank you very much. Let's take a look. Little golf course over here. And now I'm going to take you guys down to Worth Avenue, which happens to be back. So, the house that you're looking at right there is the house of the former President Donald J. Trump, and maybe the future President of the United States. That house goes from the back side here, which is on this very beautiful lake, to the other side, which is about 200 meters, and that's the ocean. And the house is called Mar-a-Lago, which means literally in Spanish, from sea to lake. That's how big the house is. All the houses that you see there, this is called Billionaires Row. Everybody that lives in these houses are billionaires. There's millionaires, there's billionaires, and there's real billionaires. These guys are multi-billion-dollar worth people, all with their private boats, their yachts, and they have private airport, which is on the other side of the island over there. If you guys want, I can make more videos of the houses, but it's amazing. You'll go to a restaurant here, Sylvester Stallone is sitting right next to you, or Rod Stewart, Jimmy Buffett, Jennifer Lopez. I mean, you'll see everybody sitting next to you, and they're like normal people. What's amazing is these are like 30, 40, 50, 60 bedroom homes. 60 bedrooms, can you imagine? I could put my whole Serbian family in that house. That is if they stop having children. But anyway, signing off, this is Paul Filipovic for Dona's World, signing off from Palm Beach International Island. Right now we're back to Dona.
Paul took us all the way to Florida to show those beautiful homes. Hey, again, maybe one day I will also buy, the car from Melbourne Beach, and might gonna buy one day some of the houses from Palm Beach. Not really the Trump's house, but you know, you never know. Or you could just get married well. Forget the work. Let's just get married, rich.
I live in the countryside.
Yeah.
I like the small towns.
Yeah, I know. All right, Raleigh. We're going to talk now a little bit about that website that you have. It's called
Pivoslavia.
Pivoslavia.
Yes.
Tell us something about that.
Okay, basically Pivoslavia was just blogging about craft beer, nightlife. I do like zanatsko pivo, domaće pivo.
Yeah.
Ja pripravim pivo u kući. I do also make beer as a hobby. So yeah, when I first came here, still craft beer, domaće pivo, homemade beer was still kind of new. Everyone was just drinking Yellen or Lav.
Yeah.
But I was doing like small stuff, and I started writing, blogging about it. At one festival in Novi Sad, we had a lovely group of people gathered who we'd contacted each other. We had a brewery from Croatia, Nova Runda, so we had 2 Croats there, and then we had 2 Bosnians who were brewing beer. One of the brewers from Dogma Brewery at the time, he is from Macedonia.
Huh.
And then the owner of one craft beer bar here, he's from Slovenia.
Oh,
All here in
the whole
Serbia.
Balkan, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. And we're all doing a beer tasting at the festival. And I'm like, wow, look at this. We have Macedonia, Slovenia, Bosnia, Croatia, all together in Serbia. And I was like, we're all here having a wonderful time because of pivo. It's like Yugoslavia with pivo. Pivoslavia. So yeah. And yeah. Just writing stories about that and putting information, making maps about where to go to find these places. After about a year or so of writing about this, people started emailing me like, hey, you know all this and you're writing in English, can you show me around? And so up for 2 years after that, I was hosting tours, walking tours, pub crawls, combination of craft beer places and then typical nightlife, going up Skadalia, going to the Splavs, this sort of thing.
Skadalia, of course.
And then the festivals, as I mentioned, these Kobaciciada, Kupusijada, all of these things. So yeah, that's Pivoslavia, and yeah, it's there's an online book for it as well that I've written, published online, and I hope to eventually have a publisher here to have it in book form. Yeah.
So how can we follow you? Do you have like Instagram for that or?
All of it. All of
everywhere.
all of the above. All of the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, it's all
I
there.
think we can add now something down with the information so the people could actually follow you.
Yes.
All right. So do you prefer pivo or rakia? Come on, which one?
If the rakia is better than the pivo, I'll take the rakia. But if the pivo is better than the rakia, yeah. So yeah, if the rakia is good, it's going to be from a malo selo, a small village, and you know, your deda, your grandfather is going to make it.
Which one is your favorite?
Okay, like the flavor, yeah.
The flavor.
I prefer the shliva, the plums.
The plums.
Yeah.
Shliva.
I know there's the dunya and the kaisia, the quince and the peach. Kaisia?
Yeah. Kaisia.
But the plum, the shlivovica is my favorite.
Good. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to ask you something a little bit serious. What are the things that you do like in Serbia and you don't like in Serbia, and what are the things that you do like in America and you don't like?
Okay. All right.
All right. Tough question, huh?
Well, yeah. Should we go for the bad news first, then the
Let's
good news?
go. Yeah, we start with the
Yeah.
bad news.
Yeah, I mean, being a Spanish speaker and I worked in Latin America, South America, I actually say this is kind of the nice thing here in the Balkans. There's kind of this sutra. Everything can be a little bit unorganized. People are kind of more laid back. That can be a good thing, though,
Yeah.
when you're on holiday. But when you have to do work, sometimes it's a little bit unorganized.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that can kind of make me crazy occasionally when I have to do things. I mean, just being a foreigner here, sometimes people will get in my face asking me about this and that, and I just say, I don't want to talk politics, or I don't want to talk that. Let's just have a good time, you know. And I'd say, let's talk about the good times.
Yeah.
So yes, the good times. People being unexpectedly, amazingly hospitable and friendly here. Yeah. I said, people who I just barely meet inviting me to their place for the, rostil, inviting me for food and drink and saying, you can come to my place, have a good time. Yes,
Like,
exactly, hospitable,
yes.
warm.
Serbian people are very, very warm. Yeah, well, we do have bad sides as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to mention in this show. Yeah, all right. Well, no more sad stories, nothing bad.
And the U.S.?
You didn't say US.
Yes, in the
Come
US.
on, you see.
Yeah, and I guess in the United States, how can I say, kind of that converse thing, where people can be very organized and formal to the point of not knowing how to have a good time. It's like there's not this attitude like, hey, it's a Tuesday, it's a birthday, let's have a good time. It's like, no. Let's save the birthday for Friday or Saturday when I don't have to work. I have to get up in the morning, I'm too busy.
Yeah.
No. Here, if people have work to do, they will still say, hey, come on, it's better in the moment.
Yeah.
United States, everything has to be very, very organized. Yes.
Well, you are organized.
Yes.
Which I did like, by the way. You see, you and I should change places. You come to live here forever, and I'm gonna live there.
Here I am. Yes.
I like when things can be well organized. This is what's killing me here. We are not well organized as well. It can be good, but also it has bad sides and good sides.
Yeah.
Well, that's why what is good, what I was doing for so many years, I would travel to United States for, I don't know, a month, few weeks, 2 months, and then I would come back. I love to have options in life when you can actually choose. Like if it starts getting boring here, then, let's change the country. I love that freedom that my job is actually giving me.
Exactly.
And your job as well. So this is good. And it's good that you can actually travel the world and see the difference. And then you can actually realize where is the best place to live and which country you could actually call home. You see, I have 2 homes.
Exactly.
America and Serbia. I do. I love both countries. I spent last 20-something years traveling America, Serbia, America, Serbia, America, Serbia. And America is like my second country.
Exactly.
I love America.
Yes. I'm between both of them as well, United States and Serbia.
All right. So, you told me that you are about to make your first CD. You started already? What's cooking? Few songs? Is it like CD with how many songs? Do you know already, or you just started with 2, 3?
We've started recording a demo. It'll be about 6 songs. The studio will be in September, and then we'll release that as an EP, a short album. Yeah. But nowadays, it'd be better to just say, yeah, there's an album, but just go on to Spotify and Deezer and download all the songs. Yeah.
All right. Should we hear now one of your songs?
Yeah. As I said, there's the happy songs, meeting Milica, having a good time with Milica, and then Milica leaves.
We already learned Milica, now you know Milica.
Well, yes, now Milica is gone.
Now Milica is gone, she left you for another Serbian or American guy.
Yes. So now I'm in the
voyage.
This is my kafanska pesma. This is now I'm in the kafana with my rakia.
Okay, so the sad song.
It's called We Came for Nothing. Can you remember the first time we were together? I woke up one morning, I looked and you were by my side. My head is aching, Lord, your body's shaking. Don't know no name now and I don't care. Go ahead and lie. We came for nothing, no. Just coming here for one thing, no. Don't you know the truth is, my darling, we'll never have us sober. I got this notion, we just going through the motions. So don't say a word, love. Wake me when it's over. Wake me when it's over. Wake me when it's over. Take off that black dress. Don't you look a hot mess. Nah. That look in your eyes tells me that you sure ain't having fun. You said bring it to me quick. I just know you want it over with. We ain't even turned out the lights. Wish we was done. We came for nothing, no. Just coming here for one thing, no. Don't you know the truth is, my darling, we're never ever sober. I got this notion, we just going through the motions. So don't say a word, love. Wake me when it's over. I know it'll never be over. So it's time before I do it again. Drink till I can't see you no more, till I'm down there on the floor. Then when I wake up, I pretend you're somebody else. You call me baby, I say that you're my lady. That's a lie, I never love anyone more than myself. We came for nothing, no. You just coming here for one thing, no. Don't you know the truth is, my love, we'll never have a sober. Hey, 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 I got this notion, we just coming through the motions. So don't say a word, love. Wake me when it's over. 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 And it's never ever over.
Oh, what a song, Raleigh. And what a voice.
Thank
What
you.
an amazing,
Thank you.
amazing voice.
Yeah, that's the rakia.
Oh, that's
training
the
it.
rakia.
Yeah.
So the inspiration for this song, you said, was rakia.
Yes.
Well, what was behind the rakia? There must be a story, huh? There's a story.
Yeah. Not the happiest times, but I'm happy now. Absolutely.
All right, that's a secret. I'm not going to ask. Raleigh, what do you think about us going now to Texas? Have you ever been to Texas?
Yeah, my brother lived in Texas, in Austin,
Where?
Texas. Austin.
Austin, I actually been once to Austin, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I didn't imagine that I will like Austin that much, and I loved it actually. It could be my next destination, you see.
Go for it. Yeah.
But what I prepared for you now is great video from our friend who is a very famous realtor, actually one of the top ones in San Antonio. His name is Robert Rutkowski, and he is taking us to see all those beautiful homes in San Antonio. Let's go to Texas.
Hi, this is Robert Rutkowski. I'm Texas Realtor, and welcome to Dona's World Show. I would like to show you some houses I sell here in Texas, and of course, my favorite spots in my city, San Antonio, Texas. Have a great day. Enjoy watching. favorite 3 spots in San Antonio, Texas.
Soy el fuego que arde tu piel, soy el agua que mata tu sed, el castillo, la torre, yo soy la espada que guarda el caudal, tú el aire que respiro yo y la luz de la luna en el mar, la garganta que ansío mojar, que temo ahogar de amor. Igual este celos me vas a dar. Oh, dices tú, mi tesoro, basta con mirarlo, y tuyo será, y tuyo será.
So we are back from Texas now, right to my studio, Belgrade Višnjica.
Yes.
Yeah, who cares? Raleigh, so I think you mentioned something that you're supposed to have some, do you call them gigs? Do people still call them gigs?
Gigs, it depends. Gigs, concerts,
Right.
shows. I just call them shows.
Oh, you call them shows.
Svirka, as you say here.
Of course, it's Svirka.
Yeah.
So you supposed to have Svirka when?
August 19th.
August 19th?
August 19th.
Where?
It's called Dva Medveda. This is basically bringing together to do dreams, Pivoslavia, the craft beer,
Oh, okay.
and the music. Because Dva Medveda is a craft beer bar down in Zeleni Venac, but they also have bands playing. So you come there, we'll be playing August 19th, Saturday, and then you can get yourself some interesting beers. There. Yes.
Few reasons to come, actually.
Yes,
To
absolutely.
listen to you, to get some beer. Maybe you meet somebody, you never know.
Quite a few foreigners there, actually. From all over. It's in the city center, so they've attracted a few foreigners.
So you usually, when you sing, you are not in the same place. You change those clubs, right?
Yeah, I specifically find places in the city center and, you know, push it more toward foreigners, tourists visiting, because I'm singing in English. Yeah. So I make sure that the people are aware of that I'll be singing in English. I'm not going to sing Narodnjaci or Turbo Folk or something.
Well, there are many people in Serbia who actually doesn't like Narodnjaci. They
Yeah.
prefer, your songs and that kind of perform. So, okay, do you have a band following you sometimes? Like who is helping you here?
Yeah, it's Raleigh Bruce.The Halters. Yes.
Oh, so you have them, all right.
Yes. The guys are all from Belgrade here. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe next time you can all come together.
Yes, we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
So since we are talking now about performers, I'm going to take you guys to all the way to Chicago right now. So there's a guy, actually he's a Hollywood actor, who wrote and composed a song about Kosovo. And not only that he wrote that song, he also, after that song, he changed his religion from being a Catholic to being Christian Orthodox, right, to our religion, which is so rare, unbelievable. So I suggest that we now, fly all the way to Chicago and hear that story about this Hollywood actor who changed the religion into our religion and who wrote that beautiful song about Kosovo. And we have a friend who actually interviewed the guy, and this is our colleague and our friend. Her name is Tamara Vesna, and she's the owner of Chicago Serbian television. So, Vesna, let's hear the story.
The world will never know your sorrow. Kosovo, mother of all whose sorrow.
Dear viewers, with us is Jonathan Jackson. He's an actor, a musician, and also he was here with us. Could you tell us a little bit more? Why did you come here? This is a really great event for Serbian, but you are here with us to celebrate.
Yes, well, I was honored to be invited to be here to celebrate 800 years of autocephaly for the Serbian Church, and my family and I have gotten to know some beautiful people in the Serbian Church. We live in Nashville, and so we visit a Serbian parish there from time to time, and I've been able to learn more and more about the history of Serbian Orthodoxy, and it's very powerful. It's moved me a lot, and so we're just honored to be here. It's been very moving.
Yeah, that's really great because especially you were so successful in Hollywood, 5 Emmy, right? General Hospital, then in Nashville, etc., etc. Very successful also with your music, with your brother, your friends. Do you like people to look up to you because you found God and you raised your family and your kids the way how it's supposed to be?
Well, you know, my family and I were so thankful to have found the Orthodox Church because I grew up outside of the Orthodox faith. So for us, it's an honor. And we love being at events like this because we're encouraged, our faith is inspired and enriched. And, you know, to be with people that have the Orthodox faith for generation after generation is moving and powerful for us. So it's just a joy for us to be here and learn more about our Serbian brothers and sisters, and hopefully, God willing, we'll go to Serbia someday.
We want to wish you all the success in your career, in your life, and any message for the youth that are watching right now?
Just continue in the faith because it's the faith that doesn't change, and that's what the world needs is the goodness and the grace and the stillness of the Orthodox Church. So be strong, and thank you for all of your prayers.
People born of God, a nation set apart, a beautiful sun rising in the dark, a glorious sun dawning upon us, a lasting peace cut down in the night. But unless the seed dies, how can we know what's inside? Kosovo, Kosovo, the world will never know your sorrow. Kosovo, Kosovo, you know the joy of all whose sorrow. Saints are kneels right there before your throne. So many questions, the answers already known. Have we turned away, blind to love and truth, judged by the bones of saints and their tombs? But unless the son be chastised, how will he know what is right? Kosovo, Kosovo, the world will never know your sorrow. whose sorrow
About weather, like some old people, what do you think about all those heat?
Well, coming from the Midwest, all we do is talk about the weather.
Oh, yeah,
so don't worry, I'm used to that.
I remember those days.
Yeah, no, that's pretty typical. I hope we don't have any more catastrophic wind blowing roofs off of houses and raining down everywhere. Yeah, where I grew up, we had tornadoes hitting.
I remember I actually survived one when I lived in Chicago. Oh, I remember. Oh.
A tornado, and then since Alton is on the Mississippi River, U.S.'s biggest river, I had to do one summer with a flood. We didn't have water for 2 weeks. We had to live in one of these little, like, small temporary houses because of the flood. That wasn't fun, but yes.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have actually good weather here. 4 seasons are just perfect. Like, not bad.
Indeed. Yeah.
But I do remember March in Chicago. Oh my God, it was so cold. I actually arrived. My first entered from Serbia to America was actually in Chicago, and it was March 10th. It was the day after my birthday, and I was freezing. Oh God. Yeah, but you get used to it later on.
Yeah.
All right, so since we talk about weather, do you like to swim?
Yes, I'll be swimming a lot the next 2 weeks when I'm on vacation.
Yes. Take us with you. Where will you go?
Portugal.
Oh, come on, put me in your suitcase.
Sorry, I already have someone coming with me in my suitcase.
Well, make the third one.
Yeah.
All right, what I wanted to mention actually is I'm going to show you guys how people make swimming pools, hence the whole story about the weather and, swimming. How people make swimming pools in Rhode Island. Have you ever been to Rhode Island?
No.
Me neither.
Never.
Maybe next time. Maybe next year.
Too small of a state. Hard to go there.
Okay, let's go how Frank the Andrea make pools in Rhode Island. Maybe we'll buy one.
That's 100.
maybe one of these days I'm gonna buy myself even the pool, you never know. So house in Texas, another house in Palm Beach, car from Muscle Car Museum, and now I might have a pool in Rhode Island. You never know, guys. All right, now I have a special guest here. He's a history teacher or history professor, Mr. Zoran Rosic. Zorane, hi.
Hi, nice to see you, Dona. Always is a very pleasure.
Thank you. All right, Zorane, the reason why I actually called you is because you know everything about, you know, everybody from all around the world. You actually won a few of on the national television. You won a few of those how we call quiz, right?
Yes,
right.
Yes.
So that's why I know that Mr. Rosic knows everything about everybody. So everybody, I wanted to because this show is about Serbian-American corporation, Serbian-American ties. So I wanted to introduce American people with something from Serbia that we are proud of, and I also wanted to introduce us, you know, with our culture to the American people and vice versa, you know. Like something from America, like those houses and pools and, you know, how people live. And then I want them to learn how we live here in Serbia and to hear something about people we are and we were proud of. So one of those people, should we start from Tesla?
Yes. Nikola Tesla was a Serbian and American inventor, scientist, the futurist, mechanical and electric engineer, and very good inventor.
Not many people knows that Tesla was. Everybody heard about Tesla, of course. Everybody in America, Raleigh, right?
He's American.
Yeah.
He's technically American
He's
also.
technically, yes. I actually saw was it in Manhattan, the whole street. And yeah, a lot of people don't know. Like when I say, oh, but he was from Serbia, they're like, no, he's an American. So, but he's from Serbia.
Yes, and he also know that Tesla have a contribution because he has contribution for to the design of the model AC power supply system. Tesla's most innovation scientist is the polyphase system, the synchronous and asynchronous motor, the Tesla transformer.
He was well known for that innovation,
yes,
right?
Tesla transformer, yes. And he also discovered one of the way of to generate high frequency currents, made significant
contribution.
Contribution to the translation and transmission and modulation of radio signals, and his work of the X-rays also was noted. His system, alternating current, made possible much easier, more efficient transmission of electricity over long distances. And he is the most important man for the building the first hydroelectric plant at Niagara Falls.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Really?
Yes.
See, one more information for me. Okay, that was a long story about Tesla. What about the Pupin?
The Mikhailo Pupin.
Just in short words.
Short.
We need to sing some songs.
Scientist, inventor, and teacher of Columbia University, and honorary consul of Serbia in the United States of America, and one of the founders and a long-time president of the Serbian National Association in America, and he also received the Pulitzer Prize for his autobiographical work from immigrant to inventor. And he discovered most important technological device like viruses, telegraphy and telephony, multiple telegraphy, and pupin coils. Yes, and like Nikola Tesla, work on the X-ray system.
Okay. All right, long story. All right, we shouldn't forget to mention people from USA who have been helping Serbia here for a long, long time. And, you know, maybe thanks to that help, maybe one of those young guys one day will become another Tesla or another Putin. You never know.
Yes, we have in 20th century Live Aid, and in 21st century have USA. And we corporation with him made.
Oh, Professor Rosic. Professor, I have to ask you, what do you think about those cars from Melbourne?
Those cars, I prefer jumbo jet, but I will buy one muscular Chevrolet.
You just made it up, right?
Yes, because I be very quick and I buy one Buick.
The third one?
Because I'm not a lord, but still I buy one Ford.
Well, maybe one of these days we might actually buy one of those cars. You never know, Professor. You never know.
We buy one cars and now go to the Mars.
Well, we can go to the Mars. You never know. All right, Professor Rosic. Now, should we ask some questions to the audience?
These fine and very generous and kind spectators. My applause for. May I ask some of the music?
Yes.
Please, I ask you, what is for you most popular American group music?
Most popular.
Most popular, yes, most
The
popular.
most popular American group for me is definitely Queen's.
And the favorite songs of Queen for you?
Definitely Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. They made movies of Queen, but the name is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Yes, nice movie. And who is the next? What is the most for you the best American music group?
For me, best group from USA is Ramones.
Ramones, and famous music song of Ramones is?
I would say Baby I Love You. It's a lovely.
Nice song, but I prefer Sheena is punk rocker.
Yeah.
Before we end this show, Raleigh, we have to prepare something that everybody knows for the end, right? So think about the song, and you guys think about what we could sing all together. Professor Rosic, the same for you. We're gonna sing everybody together at the end, but I have a special surprise now. So today is a birthday for one very special person to Dona Media Group. He has been with us for the last 20-something years, and he was writing for different newspapers for many years about Dona International, Dona Media Group, and even now he's still with us. And I just wanted to surprise him with something, with special cake. What do you say, guys? And maybe a little happy. His name is Zoran Jakšić. Zoran, please come. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Zoran.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yakshits. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Congratulations! Happy birthday! Okay, you see, I'm full of surprises. I'm full of surprises for everybody. All right, time to end the show. Oh, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, everybody. Raleigh,
I'll take the cake.
anything to? Yeah, the cake. Yeah, later on, later on. Raleigh, oh, by the way, what do you like to eat here in Serbia the most? Talking about cakes.
Oh, yes, of course. Absolutely, I love my roštilj. I love my cevapcici, my pljeskavica, my prazanje, pečenje.
Pečenje, oh.
Pečenje, yes.
From Buda, from Prase.
Yes, pečenje absolutely for the Srpski Božić.
Srpski
Serbian
Božić.
Christmas. Yes. One lovely thing about living in Serbia is I get to celebrate Christmas 2 times. Once in the USA and then
here.
once in Serbia.
Yeah. So
Yes.
this is good why it's not at the same time, right?
Yes.
Good for us. All right. Anything to say? Okay, the message for people who are watching Dona's World. Actually, they're watching us everywhere in the world because let's not forget, and I should actually say this many times, that they should follow us on Instagram and also on YouTube. It's at Dona Media Group, and they can also follow you at
Pivoslavia.com for the craft beer and tourism information. And in Raleigh Bruce, you can find YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that.
Oh, even Twitter. Oh, you're so fancy.
Pardon me, X. It's X now. They just changed it. Yes.
All right, Raleigh. Message for people who are watching us and will be watching us, hopefully for many years.
Welcome to Serbia. Come to Serbia. Enjoy the food, enjoy the drink, enjoy the people, enjoy the nature. That's the most important part. Have a good time.
Bravo,
You're very welcome.
Sorry.
Coming from American guy, yeah.
Bruce Springsteen sing born in the USA, but Rajko in Serbia is very okay.
Yes, thank you. Born in Serbia. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Raleigh, okay, what are we going to sing?
Well, I guess it would be best to finish with one of the most well-known American artists, Elvis.
Elvis, of
Yes.
course. Oh, he's our
So,
favorite.
yes.
And should I just say for the end, let's not forget, guys, to watch us next week, same time on YouTube. And we already mentioned to follow us on Instagram. And don't forget to listen to this beautiful song. And you can also sing with us to wrap this up, right? Mm-hmm. And maybe next time, Raleigh, you will actually finish the CD. And then we can play all the new songs here.
It would be lovely.
All right,
I want to.
Okay, but we had 2 songs, right, so far. Mm-hmm. Okay, so next time maybe we can have some more. You never know, never know. Okay.
Oh, I have plenty more that I can play. Most of my shows are proper kafana style. I play for 3 hours, most of my shows.
For 3 hours?
3 hours,
Oh,
yes.
come on, really?
Yes.
Well, after 2 rakia, you forget about the time, so who cares?
Yes. Midnight stay.
Welcome to Serbia.
Absolutely.
All right. Big hello, goodbye on all languages to all people who are watching us all over the world, especially for my American friends, because let's not forget this show in particular is for American and Serbian people. We have American guy who lives in Serbia, and we have a Serbian woman who lived for a while in the United States, and so many people who would love to see United States. So, the song.
All right.
Let's sing for the end.
There are many Elvis songs. This one seems to be one of the most well-known. I was never really sure why, but it's always good to play.
Yeah.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? When you don't believe what I'm saying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our faith on suspicious minds. Oh, if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, how would I still see a suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. Oh, you can't see these tears, but I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our faith on suspicious minds. Don't let our love survive. Oh, dry the tears from your eyes, Lord. Let's let a good thing die well. When honey will, you know, Lord, I never lied to you. No, yeah. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me? Oh, you don't believe what I'm saying. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Oh, don't you know that we're caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. All right, we're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
Bye.
There you go.